Hey guys, today Sean and I are taking out the Axopar 29XC to show you a cool upgrade our team at Revolution Yacht Service installed, the Simrad Autopilot. It makes cruising between destinations effortless, and it's a game changer for fishing. Let's check it out.
We're out on the back of the 29 Axopar cross cabin. This is the bench seat version. It's perfect for lounging, socializing, but in this case, fishing. You can set up the Scotty downriggers here, control the direction of the boat, and easily keep watch of boats in front of you. So this is a good test. This particular aft cabin boat was set up for fishing. You've got pads and room for your downriggers. We've got a Simrad Autopilot linked in through the network, and you have a remote control, so you can sit, keep an eye on course, make adjustments. So to engage, you hit auto, and I can see on there it's now engaged. To adjust course to port, you hit the red arrow. Red arrow, you're subtracting degrees. Green arrow, you're adding degrees. And then if I hold and let go, it does 10 degrees at a time. The Autopilot uses a hydraulic pump, and so it is actually just pumping fluid back and forth to steer the engines, and then the calibration of this can be dialed in so that your response time is faster or more subtle, depending whether you want it to run at cruising speeds or at trolling speeds. And then when you want to take the helm back, you just hit standby, and then you're back at the helm.
So Sean, what do you think are the benefits of the twin engine option on the 29 cross cabin?
By having twin engines, you've got two props connected with the water, and so when you're applying the horsepower to the water, you've got more connection, which gives you a little bit quicker out of the water. When you're up running at planing speeds, those props going in opposite directions create a little bit of lift back there and grab the water. It sort of settles the boat down versus having a single engine that's trying to torque the boat in one direction or the other. And of course, the perceived benefit that if you did have a engine failure for some reason, you do have a get-home engine on the other side, although we found the Mercury's to be quite reliable, whether you have a single or twins.
I guess also docking, the twin screw aspect of that as well.
Yeah,
nice
excellent
benefit.
point, because it does make docking much simpler because you're running it like a larger powerboat with forward and reverse. Yeah, and for most people, that would probably be one of the bigger benefits that they notice, is having that option to be better controlled when docking. Oh, there's the wind. I'm going inside.
It's getting windy, so let's go inside and stay warm.
All right, let's head inside and take a look at how the Simrad Autopilot works from the helm.
On our Simrad screen, you'll see down the left-hand side, you've got Mercury engines, autopilot, and audio. So those are quick access buttons. When you hit autopilot, pops open there, it'll give you the autopilot menu, and heading hold will pick a compass bearing and steer to that compass bearing. So we're going to use that one to start, and you hit the engage button, and once engage is in place, it is taking a heading at 190 degrees, and it'll now steer to that 190 degrees unless I change the heading. And so seeing as we're going to go a little bit more to port, I'm going to knock 10 degrees off. That's what the double arrows are. So we're switching it down to 180 degrees. Of course, if you want small adjustments, you can add 1 degree or subtract 1 degree doing that. There are a few advanced features on it. Their heading hold will keep the boat in one direction and always point in that direction as you go. But there's also a version where it'll eliminate your drift. And so it'll take your spot there and it'll compensate for a bit of drift and current as you're going to keep a more true course. If we did see some wood or debris coming to us at speed, you can steer out of the way. You have access to the helm, and you'll see it said override. So it allowed us to take over the wheel and disconnect the autopilot without having to hit standby. Back on heading hold, and the autopilot is now steering. And you'll see with the wireless remote, when I hit the buttons, you'll see the course change. So I'm adding degrees one at a time, 185, 186, 187, and that's just by hitting the single arrow button. If I wanted a major course change, I believe I just hold it. Yeah, so I added 10 degrees and I hold it again. I take off 10 degrees. And then to disengage, big red standby, and then you've got the helm again.
That's it for today's video. If you're interested in trying out an Axopar or want to learn more about the Simrad Autopilot, give us a call. We'd love to get you out on the water.